Good morning, students. Here, this is one of the most important statistical tools which investigate the given data, student t distribution or t-test. Where we can apply this test? We can apply where sample size less than 30 and population standard deviation is unknown. And how we can calculate? T calculate by the help of this formula. T calculate is x bar minus mu upon capital S under root n. Already I have told you what is x bar and mu. X bar is population, x bar is sampling mean and mu is population mean. And capital S is standard deviation. What is standard deviation? X sigma x minus x bar ka whole square upon n minus 1 ka under root. And the table value is degree of freedom, and this is n minus 1, and we can see this value at 5% level by the help of t table. And when we have to find the confidence limit, then for 95%, then this will value x bar plus minus t 0.05 capital S upon under root n, and 99.5% confidence limits are x bar plus minus t 0.01 capital S upon under root n. Now this is the first example based on this t-test. A random sample of size 16 has 53 as means. The sum of the square of the deviation from mean is 135. Can this sample be regarded as taken from the population having 56 as mean? Obtain 95% and 99% confidence limit. Now what we have to given? First of all, we have to assume null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. What is null hypothesis? Null hypothesis meaning there is no any significant difference between sampling mean and hypothetical population mean. And what is population mean? That is mu equal to 56. And here sampling mean is 53, n is 16, and the value of 135 is sum of square of the deviation, means sigma x minus x bar ka whole square is 135. All values we have, only we have to find capital S. Capital S is standard deviation. What is the formula of standard deviation? Standard deviation you can find very easily. Capital S equal to under root sigma x minus x bar ka whole square upon n minus 1. Again we have sigma x minus x bar ka whole square and n. That's why capital S equal to 3. Capital S equal to 3. Substituting all these values in this t-test, x bar minus mu upon capital S under root n, x bar is 53, mu is 56, capital S you can find just now, this is 3 and n is 16. So that's why the value of t calculated is 4. Now we find the tabulated value. T tabulated value is degree of freedom. Degree of freedom is n minus 1. N minus 1 we are having 5%, and this value is 15. 15 you have to see for our t distribution table, 5% level. This value you can see very easily, 15 at 5%. 5% meaning 0.05. So 0.05 you can see on x-axis. Here is the table. 0.05 means x-axis. This is degree of freedom. This is t-test two tail areas. To find the value of this is degree of freedom. This is 5%. 5% means 0.05, and 5% you have to check your value. This value is 15. 15 you have to see on y-axis. This is 15 and this is 0.05. This value is 2.13. 2.13 you are using here, 2.13. And now the conclusion is that the value of t calculated is 4 and t tabulated value is 2.13. T calculate is greater than t table. If t calculate is greater than t table, then h naught rejected. And what is the conclusion? That you are rejecting here h naught. What is h naught here? H naught is here that there is no any significant difference between population mean and sampling mean, and you are rejected h naught. That's why you can say very easily that sample mean has not come from a population having 56 as a mean. Now you have to find 95% confidence limits. This value is x plus minus capital S upon under root n. T 0.05. 0.05 means 5%, and this value you can find very easily. These are two values, 51.40 and 55.59, and 99% confidence limit is x plus minus s upon under root n t 0.01. 0.01 means 1%. So these are the two values here, 50.78 and 55.21. This is the another example of t-test. The lifetime of electric bulbs for a random sample of 10 from a large consignment gave the following data. You have 10 items here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 10 tak. And the life in 0.000 hours you have to given. What you have to find here? You have to find, can we accept the hypothesis that the average lifetime of bulbs in 4000 hours? Now consider here null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. What is null hypothesis? There is no significant difference in the sample mean and population mean, that is mu equal to, you have here the value of mu equal to 400 hours. And alternative hypothesis is the just complement of null hypothesis. That's why here mu does not equal to 4000 hours. Now t calculate you can find very easily, but but here the value of x bar you have to find. X bar is the mean, sampling mean. These are the 10 samples. These are the 10 samples, and you have to find the mean of this. And how you can find the mean value of this? Mean is sigma x upon n. Sigma x upon n means adding these values and divide by 10. So x bar is 4.4. And to find the standard deviation, we need the value of sigma x minus x bar ka whole square. How we can find sigma x minus x bar ka whole square? These are the x, and x bar is 4.4. Then x minus x bar ka whole square is 4.2 minus 4.4 ka whole square, 4.6 minus 4.4 ka whole square, and so on you can find. And in the last you find sigma x minus x bar ka whole square. This is 3.12. Now you can find capital S. Capital S is sigma x minus x bar ka whole square upon n minus 1. What are the values of n? N is 10. Then capital S is 0.589. Now substituting all these values in t calculated, then the value of t calculated is 2.123, and t table value is n minus 1. N minus 1 you have to check 5%. This will 9 at 5%. Here is the table. 9 at 0.05, 9 at 0.05, 0.05 is 2.26, 5% meaning 0.025. So this will 2.26, 2.26 you have to use this value. This is 2.26. Now here we can see very easily that the value of t calculated is 2.123 and t table value is 2.26. Easily we can say t calculated is less than t table. That's why H not accepted. And H not accepted meaning the average lifetime of bulbs could be 4000 hours. Now this is the third example. The 9 items of a sample have the following values, 45, 47, and these are 9 values. Does the mean of these values differ significantly from the assumed mean 47.5? Now here n is 9. 9 items we have. To find the value of x bar is sigma x upon n. This value is 49.1. X bar you can find very easily, and mu you have to given. Mu is population mean and sampling mean. You have just find, and capital S you can find now, because capital S is sigma x minus x bar ka whole square upon n minus 1. This value is 2.619. Now here you assume two hypotheses, null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. What is null hypothesis? Null hypothesis is mu equal to 47.5. That is, there is no significant difference between population mean and sampling mean. And what is alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis, I have already told you that this is the reciprocal of, this is the complement of null hypothesis. Means mu does not equal to 47.5. Now t calculate you can find very easily. X bar minus mu upon capital S under root n, all values you have, and t calculated is 1.8327. and how you can find t table? This is n minus 1 at 5%. n minus 1 at 5% means 8 as 0.025. You have to see in this table 8 at 5%, 8 and 5%. This is 5% means 0.05 and 8 is here. This value is 2.31. 2.31 is the degree of freedom. And how you can find this value? This is n minus 1. N minus 1 you have to check this value for this table. This is 2.31. This is 2.31. This is 2.31. This is 2.31. And now here the t calculated is 1.8 and t table value is 2.3. T calculate is less than t tabulated value. That's why H naught accepted. H naught accepted, significance of this H naught accepted is that there is no difference between sampling mean and population mean.